Shalom, Israel. This is Precinct Officer 50, Ma'ashiala. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakathon to the brothers. Shamar Alathan, Hashem, Yahweh Shai to all the sisters. We are the Isupk, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Jenny Rihanna. And we hold these classes to let blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians know that they are the true Jews of the Bible. We do have a physical school for our people to come learn their culture and their nationality. Our school is located at 3353 Glenwood Road in Decatur, Georgia. And our school is open to our people. So, come down here and learn your nationality and who you are according to the Bible. Do we have anybody on the conference call? Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Everything going on? Everything going all right? Yeah, I'm too wild. Ready to get into this class. Just put your phone on mute. Go ahead. Shalom, Lord Christ. Everything too wild about? I'm too wild. I'll be all right. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Go ahead. Who is that? Shalom, Lord Christ. Officer Cassiad. Yeah, I'm too wild. I'm good to go. Good to go. All right. We're gonna go ahead and get to the class. It's the Isupk Atlanta history class, and what I'm gonna bring out tonight is how slavery is still alive today, and the paper trail of racism and slavery that we deal with.
Sir.
Go ahead, sis. Who is this? Lockett? Lockett. All right, I'll keep going. Should check back in. Go ahead. Go ahead, sis. You there? All right.
Yes, sir. Yeah, my phone was messing up. I was just saying, Sister Rakita checking in.
All right. Everything too wild, sis?
Everything too wild, sir. How are you?
All right, I'm fine. Just put your phone on mute. If you got any questions, just say Salakia, and I'll let you chime in. All right. And with that being said, slavery was the free labor from our ancestors, and we know, the labor from our ancestors made our oppressors rich. A lot of people in the world are asking for reparations. You know what I'm saying? But us in the Isupk, we'll take the reparations, we'll take the money or whatever. But we know, when our king come back, we getting our reparations in blood. You know what I'm saying? And today, slavery it's throughout what we teach our kids. It's through our songs. It's through the words that we speak that we don't even know that reverts back to slavery. And we're gonna get into some of that tonight. Anybody got any questions? Go ahead.
I can tell this is going to be a heavy class because the fabric of slavery has been sewn into us from the beginning. So what you're talking about as far as music and with everything that ties into us being slaves, it's like you can everything that we do.
That's right. I'm gonna bring some of that out tonight, and it's from our lowest level on up to to the older folks, even in sports, in our rap music, in jazz music and all that. So it's gonna be a pretty good topic if hitting on some of that stuff tonight. All right.
Yes,
Go ahead, Al. Shalom. in Christ, Officer Yahweh Yadai. Everything toward?
Oh, y'all do all you for,
Yeah, I'm too wild by the one.
Oh, yeah, smart.
Go ahead,
It's young man Desmond. Just checking in.
Hey, what's going on, young man Desmond? Everything toward with you?
Yes, sir. I'm hanging in there.
All right. Lord in Christ, Lord in Christ. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into our first scripture, and this first scripture is gonna talk about like you know, the Lord told us if we follow His commandments, what would happen, and then He let us know if we didn't follow the commandments, what would happen. If I can get somebody to get me the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 1.
What, chime in?
Anybody chiming in?
Sir. It's Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28.
Khan. Yeah, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. Go ahead and read it when you got it.
The Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass.
Okay, when it hold on for a
And it
minute.
shall come to pass.
All right, when it says it will come to pass, it means this will happen. The Lord is letting you know, like, this is going to happen when He says it shall come to pass. Go ahead and read.
God, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Okay, and He said, and if thou will listen, and if thou shalt hearken, which to mean is to listen, you know, listen and hear, diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Go ahead.
God, to observe and to do all His commandments, which I have commanded thee this day.
So He said, do all of His commandments, not some of the commandments. You know what I'm saying? You know, your Christian church, they just want to do some of the commandments. They look over this verse. They probably don't even go into the Old Testament. You know? Read that again.
God, to observe and to do all His commandments, which I command thee this day.
No, the laws are done away with.
Command thee this day.
The pastor said, I only got to follow 10 commandments.
Command thee this day.
Yeah, so you have to do all the commandments of the Most High. Go ahead, keep reading.
God, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Stop right there. So the Lord said He will set thee on high. So if we would have done what the Lord asked us to do, we'd be set on high. You know, and that don't mean under our pressure. You know what I'm saying? We will be set on high. Now, your boss wouldn't be over you right now. You'd be over your boss. You know, the government, we'll be running the government if we did all the commandments that He commanded us. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and go to verse 2.
God, and all these blessings shall come on thee.
All these what?
Blessings
Keep going.
shall come on thee and overtake thee.
All right, stop right there. So you mean to tell me all these blessings will come over thee? Why wouldn't you want to follow the commandments of the Most High hearing that? All these blessings, you know, that's saying we'll have all the brotherhood that we need. We trying to learn that back again here in the Isupk. We the only one that's doing it.
Right.
You know, we got a Passover coming up where it's gonna be my first one, but that brotherhood is gonna be strong. I already know just being in the Atlanta school how strong that brotherhood is gonna be.
Damn right.
Go ahead, keep reading.
God, verse 3.
No, that's the end of verse 2.
Oh, Salakia.
Okay,
All
go.
these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right. So we would have listened to the voice of the Lord thy God. Our blessings would have overtaken us. Go ahead and give me the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 15.
God, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
Hold on right
if
there.
thou wilt not
So he says, it shall come to pass, meaning this will happen. It shall come to pass, meaning this will happen. Go ahead and keep reading.
God, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the
Stop right there. So he's saying if you do not listen, this will happen if you do not listen. Go ahead and keep reading.
And what God? To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Go ahead.
That all these curses.
All these what?
Curses.
All these what?
Curses.
Go ahead, keep reading.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he said, all these curses will come upon thee and overtake thee. So are we still living through these curses to this day? You know, a curse is the government pumping drugs in our neighborhoods.
Right.
You know, a curse is the jail systems being overpopulated with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
You know, a curse is our kids being aborted at alarming rates.
Right.
You know, that is a curse. You know, even our oppressor being over us, that's a curse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead.
You know, what you bringing out right now is heavy. Because when you hear it, if you listen, the curses that are over us are coming upon thee are right there in our own hometown, right there in our neighborhood, right there amongst us. Because as you said, the drugs that have been pushed into our neighborhood, the police officers that come into our neighborhood to shoot us, Planned Parenthood that is put into our neighborhood, those are things that are put in there on us. So if we stop and look at it and see the things that are on us, and then look around at the heathen nation, we don't have those things in the neighborhood, but we do. So yeah,
Right.
you right on point with this curse.
Right.
Much law.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got something to say about that too.
Go ahead.
Curses. You know what I'm saying? You got our oppressors over here, you know what I'm saying? We going in nail salons, you know what I'm saying? We getting beat up by the Asian people. But somehow they get a bill getting passed to stop hate against the Asian people.
Right, right.
While some people over there in Ukraine from another side of the country, you know what I'm saying? They get war torn. They get come over here with free rents and all that stuff.
Right.
Well, our people, we came over here since 1672. We have built all these things. We have built the monuments and all the pyramids down here. We have created civilization down here. We have, you know what I'm saying, created our cell phones and our computers. You know what I'm saying? Our people was goddamn picking cotton.
Damn right.
Guess where they had our people at? Over in them cages in the borders. You got some damn babies over there in the border. What about our Haitian brothers? You know what I'm saying? Guess what? They struggling to try to swim across without getting our whoops getting on our back.
Right.
Guess where we at? We out in the ghettos starving. Homie, why you let these damn Ukrainians come down here, feed us shit? You should give us the money, goddamn.
Yeah, damn right, Adawan. That's a heavy point you're bringing out right there. That's a heavy point. So, you know, back to showing, you know, the paper trail of slavery, and it still carries on with us today. You know, I was thinking about when I was kind of researching this topic. I was thinking about you know, just me at home, you know, playing with the kids and hearing the cartoons on TV, or you know how they got the little learning channels that the kids listen to, and you know, teach them how to count, teach them how to do the alphabets and stuff like that. But the crazy thing about it is those songs tie back to slavery. You know, it ties back to racism that our oppressor has always shown us. But we teaching our kids these same things just with a little twist of the words. You know what I'm saying? So I got a few articles, you know, I'm gonna bring out, you know, on this topic. So I was listening to Any Mini Mighty Mo. We all know that song. Any Mini Mighty Mo, catch a tiger by his toe. But what we don't know is the real song that we teaching to our kids. And maybe we should teach this to our kids, and we'll probably find something else to do. Let me bring this out for you real quick. Any Mini Mighty Mo. Children often utilize the rhyme to determine who's it, especially during a game of hide and seek. However, the lyrics to this song were not originally about a tiger. The real lyrics, according to the Oxford Dictionary of Nursery Rhymes, are as follows. All right, and it goes, Any Mini Mighty Mo. Catch a nigger by his toe. If he hollers, let him go. Any, many, miny, mo. When I heard that, I was like, oh man, I can't even play hide and seek with the kids with that no more. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And these are the songs that we teaching our kids. You know, you got 10 Little Indians. You know what I'm saying? And that's you know, that's hurting our native people. You know what I'm saying? Our native brothers and sisters. You know that got a 1 little Indian, 2 little Indians. You know we teaching our kids that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and get into this article for you. It says 1 little 2. Go ahead.
Not to cut you off, but what you're bringing out once again, it's heavy because these are things that the oppressor has done. They switched a few words around, and we still go and we sing it and chant it, just like with when the ice cream truck comes around.
Oh, I'm gonna bring that out. I'm gonna bring that out too, out of one. I got you.
Let me not get ahead of you. All right.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I'm getting right into that. But I'm gonna go with the 10 Little Indians. And you know, in this article it says 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians are the lyrics children sing today. But it all started out with the main characters being referred to as N-word or engines. You know, in 1868, songwriter Septimus Winter adapted it as a song then called 10 Little Engines. From a minstrel show, its lyrics included, it says, 7 little engines cut up their tricks, 1 broke his neck, and then there were 6. Then it goes on to say, 2 little engines fooling with a gun, 1 shot the other, and then there was 1. So this is a song that our oppressor, you know, was teaching their kids and teaching them how to learn, but we using those same nursery rhymes and with just a little spin on it. All right, let's go into 5 Little Monkeys. This nursery rhyme has been taught to many children to help them learn how to count. However, the original words used in the song have far less Bennigan implications. Instead of monkeys, 5 little monkeys, also known as 10 little monkeys, originally used the N-word or darkies as a reference to black people. Monkeys have often been used as a racist stand-in for African Americans, which, you know, I kind of knew that. That one wasn't a shocker, you know, but this next one I'm going to bring out, this one is a shocker because, like Officer Kaziai said, you know, that ice cream truck come down the street, I mean, that's an alarm for all kids to get some ice cream. You know what I'm saying? In my neighborhood, we hear that ice cream truck, we like, oh man, we got to get that ice cream. Because a lot of times that ice cream truck got ice cream on there that you can't get at Kroger, Publix, or a Quick Trip or whatever. You can't get it from there. So you wait on that ice cream truck to come around, and it's playing that song. Do your ears hang low? Man, I'm telling you, the real, I got the real words of that song. I'm gonna bring a little bit of it out for you, and it's crazy how our black kids run to this song not knowing it's talking bad about us. So in this article it says, do your ears hang low? This children's song, better known as the ice cream truck tune, has very racist roots. The song was originally titled, Nigga Love a Watermelon, ha ha ha. Man, the white man is the devil off in the pot.
Right.
Goddamn devil, man. It was written by... Go ahead, sis.
Not me watching Barney, but with my oldest daughter, putting stuff on for her to watch, and they played it a lot on Barney.
Right. Yeah.
I did not know that was the meaning of that song.
Yeah, I heard a lot of this, this song playing, and just not knowing. You thought it was just ears hang low. We thought it was innocent. You know what I'm saying? But I bet our oppressors know what the words really mean. You know what I'm saying? I bet they know, but we got to do research and find out what it really means. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's so good about the Isupk, under Commander Jenny Yohana.
Right.
We do our research in here. You know what I'm saying? We bring something out, it's gonna be facts. I'm telling you, it's gonna be facts. Let me finish getting into this article. It was written by Harry C. Brown and released by Columbia Records in 1916. Some of the original lyrics included, "You niggas quit throwing them bones and come down and get your ice cream. Ice cream. Yes, ice cream. Colored man's ice cream. Watermelon. Nigga love a watermelon. Ha ha ha. There's nothing like a watermelon for a hungry coon." That's the original words to that song. That's crazy. Go ahead.
Sir. Now I'm not a singer, but so that everyone on the phone and the people that are listening, the song is saying they love a watermelon, ha 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 ha. That's the tune that you hear.
Got on guns, sir. That's exactly the tune.
He is the devil.
The white man is the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right, that's right.
The goddamn devil. And and that's just the nursery rhymes, for our kids. And I'm gonna bring out another article with article "Strange Fruit." It's a song by Billie Holiday. Song by Billie Holiday, talking about the strange fruit. Go ahead, my block. Damn right, and also how our curses still follow us, man. You got these you got these jakes in the world out there talking about we ain't in slavery. We slavery that was a long time ago. No, it's not a long time ago. We still going through the same stuff. And I'm gonna say this right off the bat. If you're not in the ISUPK and you're not going to the Passover this Friday, man, you in slavery, man.
That's right.
You in slavery. You celebrate Easter, you are in slavery. If you think Easter eggs is about Easter, the Easter egg hunt, and putting on them ugly suits and penny loafers and Salakia. I thought it was somebody. Well, yeah, you going to listen to that pepperoni pork chop eating pastor? You in slavery if you're going through that all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting to this song, "Strange Fruit," and I'm gonna give y'all the lyrics of this song. I don't know if I've never heard the lyrics of it. I've heard about the song. I think Officer Yahweh Yedai had brought it out one time about strange fruit. So I was just doing a little research, and I'm gonna go into some of the lyrics of this "Strange Fruit." And it's a slow song, but the words in the song, it's not a whole lot of words, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through it. Strange fruit. It goes, "Southern trees bear strange fruit, blood on the leaves and blood on the root. Black bodies swing in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees." That's verse 1. Verse 2. "Pastoral scene of the gallant South, the bulging eyes and the twisted mouth. Scent of magnolias sweet and fresh, then the sudden smell of burning flesh." Wow, that's crazy right there. White man is the devil. Verse 3. "Here is the fruit that for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rot, for the trees to drop. Here is a strange and bitter crop." So in this song, Billie Holiday was singing about, blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians being hung on trees. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I didn't even know that was the lyrics to that song. And the crazy thing about it, which comes out more into this article, man, it was supported by, your oppressor to go into the it went into the Grammy Hall of Fame. Like, how can this song, talking about slaves hanging from trees, get inducted to the Hall of Fame? Let me get more into this article. Strange Fruit is a song performed most famously by Billie Holiday, who first sang and recorded it in 1939. In 1978, Holiday's version of the song was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. It was also included in the list of songs of the century by the Recording Industry of America and the National Endowment for the Arts. So to me, that's shocking, man. That should be shocking to any Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian to see a song like this get supported and get into the Hall of Fame. I mean, the Grammy, what was it? The Grammy Hall of Fame? Yeah, that's crazy. That's shocking to me, you know. And you know, just to get more into these articles about how, you know, we still, you know, dealing with slavery and racism. It's in everyday words that we use and we don't even realize it. Anybody got any questions? All right, I'll keep going on these topics. Does anybody online, does anybody on the conference call ever use the term, man, he sold me down the river, man? You know what I'm saying? I hear that a lot back in the you know, back in the hood, when you know, you got two guys doing something they shouldn't be doing. You know what I'm saying? You know, they get locked up, and one of them end up telling on each other. You know what I'm saying? So the one to get taught on, like, man, that nigga sold me down the river, man. He done snitched on me. Sold me down the river. We use that as a slang term. You know what I'm saying? But that's really not what the word is about. Anybody got any questions? I thought I heard somebody. All right. Well, I keep going with this article. Saying somebody sold you down the river usually means they betrayed you in a major way. But in American slavery, the term has implications that were quite literal. River was a sold down the river was a little reference to the Mississippi, Ohio rivers for much of the first half of the 19th century. Louisville, Kentucky was one of the largest slave trading markets in the century. Slaves would be taken to Louisville to be sold down the river and transported to cotton plants in states further south. So when they said you was getting sold down the river, man, you was better getting sold down the river. They was sending you to another plantation to pick cotton. So I don't know if you want to use that word no more. Let me keep going. For slaves, getting sold down the river often meant being torn from their families. And once a family member was sold and taken to the deep south, they became almost impossible to locate or contact, according to the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Now, can anybody tell me right now what that reminds you of? Go ahead.
Are you referring to Moses in the river,
You can kind of say that, but I'm looking something more to like today's time. Anybody got anything?
So what that question again?
All right, so what I'm saying is, go ahead. Yeah, you can kind of say that too, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you because my mind probably probably a little different running right now. But I look at it at when I read that when it said for slaves getting sold down the river meant being torn from their families. Who is getting torn? Who getting torn away from their families right now by our U.S. government? You know, our brothers. Go ahead, Officer Napash. Go ahead.
Y'all so-called Isupk babies.
Damn right. You know, they're getting torn away from their families, man. You know what I'm saying? This article right here reminds me of our Isupk brothers and sisters down there at the border. Go ahead.
Even the Haitians down there by that water, you know what I mean, get separated from their family, sir, and with the brothers whipping them with around no horses, sir.
Damn right. It's the same thing all over again. Ain't nothing new under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Paraphrasing. Ain't nothing new under the sun. But like what it's saying is, and once a family member was sold, taken to the deep south, they became almost impossible to locate, man. We've seen story on the news where, you know, the Iskarite brothers and sisters, they get torn away from their kids and they don't even know where they're at. They don't even know where their kids are. Can't find them. They have no clue. You know what I'm saying? That's what they remind me of. So saying, man, he sold me down the river, man. That's, ooh. You want to get sold down the river. Let me get more into this article. This one right here. I know this is one that we use all the time. I use it to this day. You know, the word uppity. You know, when I say uppity, I'm like, man, look at that old uppity ass nigga right there, man. He think he doing something. Ain't nobody trying to talk white, trying to look, you know, all that. You know, that's what I would normally use uppity for. Does anybody else have another reason to use uppity?
Oh yes, lucky, yeah.
Go ahead.
Called being bougie.
Called being bougie. Yeah. You being bougie. You too good for your own people. You know what I'm saying? Too good for your own people. That's what I use uppity for. But the real meaning for uppity was something that white Southerners used to call black people who behaved as if they didn't know their place in the racial hierarchy, which was below white people. You know what I'm saying? So they use it as saying like black people, you know, being better than white people, and if they saw that, they was like, oh, that's an uppity nigga right there. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, shit, I'm better than you. I don't believe in your racial hierarchy. That was uppity, but in today's time, we use it in a different term. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got any questions?
So I go there.
Go ahead, sis.
So when uppity was used, you know, back in the day, black people were actually harmed for acting uppity and acting as if they were better than the white race.
Right.
They were actually being harmed.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Back then, they'd hang you for anything. They had laughing barrels. You know what I'm saying? you couldn't even laugh in public. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a heavy point you're bringing out, sis. Yeah, that's definitely a heavy point.
It's like it, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, if I could, you know what I mean? If I was not even being on you know, for this point, we hanging for being an open nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, that's the day. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? Look at Will Smith, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Acting like an uppity nigga, think you can just go slap another brother on stage. Some white people saw that uppity nigga like you can't come at these obstacles.
Right. He didn't know his racial hierarchy. He wasn't supposed to get up on stage and slap nobody. He supposed to sit his black ass, excuse my language, he supposed to sit that nigga supposed to sit down somewhere and know how to act. That's what them white folks think. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor, Salaki. You know what I'm saying? So those are some of the words that we use and you know, just not knowing, you know. And you know, it's in our sports. You know what I'm saying? Like it's in sports. Like I don't play golf. You know, some brothers do play golf. We ain't got nothing against golf or nothing like that. But we know that's our oppressive sport, man. For one, you know it's an oppressive sport because you don't have to have no athletic ability to play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You hit a ball, you go walking. You know, they love to walk. That's all they love to do. Fast walk, slow walk. You know what I'm saying? While blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we running. You know what I'm saying? You go to the hood, we running from the police. You know what I'm saying? That's a curse. That's a curse. We running from the police, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, these days, like it was definitely be an uppity nigga.
Damn right. Damn right. He definitely would be an uppity nigga. But this is sport, though. You know what I'm saying? This is sport. But see, if you're not in the ISUPK, you're not going to be able to understand, you know, these things that we bring out in these sports and stuff like that, and even words. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go into this article about golf, the Masters tournament. It's already called the Masters. That ain't racist enough. That ain't racist enough for you. The Masters. All right, let me get into it real quick. It's one of the 4 major tournaments of the GPA Tour, and it's usually called simply the Masters, right? So a Deadspin sports writer, Rob Parker, recently called the tournament to change its name. Parker urges the name invokes slave masters in the U.S. South, especially given the history of the golf course where it's held. For decades, Augusta National Golf Club required that all caddies be black. Ain't that something? All white golfers and all black caddies. All right. It's also banned black golfers from the Masters until 1975, when Lee Elder broke the color barrier. Black members weren't admitted into the into the club until 1990, and women weren't admitted until 2012. So even in the sports, man, they still racist. I don't know why Tiger Woods think he can go play the white man's game. You know what I'm saying? And that's our problem with some of our people out in the world. You think you can play this white man game, but you can't play his game, man. He 25 steps ahead of you. 25,000 steps ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? Anybody got any questions?
I got a comment picking back on what you're saying.
Go ahead, Adelman.
Let me see. I'm gonna pull it real quick.
So, like, I got a question. I wanted to ask about the Passover. Like, some people, like, can I go ahead?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, cause like, I really been wanting to go, and it ain't no excuses really, man. But my money didn't come out like I wanted to, but so I was gonna just try to go on the 15th, get down there on the 15th instead of going for the 12th through the 16th. But I was gonna probably like just do, you know what I mean, before we're sleeping and all that. I was gonna, you know, I hit a rest area or something like that. I just wanted to try to come. This will be my first one too. So, but I was wondering, a lot of people, everybody ain't coming from the 12th to the 16th. Some people just coming for the 15th and the 16th.
Yeah, this gonna be my first one also. You know, Most High Christ. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, if you it's mandatory that you be there at the Passover. I mean, I wouldn't say that it's good if you can make it to the other events. You know what I'm saying? I won't get to make it to all the events myself, but I definitely will be there for the Passover. So I would advise you to either give me a call, give Officer Cassiata a call, or Cap, and you know, see what you can do. And you know, it's brotherhood in this school, man. You know, the brothers will get together and do what we need to do to get, you know, help you out.
I appreciate it. I'll try to come by tomorrow while I'm at work, man. I try to come by the school, man, just to rub shoulders with everybody. Then I'll bring you back up here.
All right, that's too. All right, that's too wild, Bob. Yeah, Most High in Christ, you know, hopefully we can help you out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm trying to get in there, bro. Like you know, I be wanting to talk to y'all, man. And you know, I ask somebody to vibe out with it and talk to it, you know, and then well, you know, I know I gotta get in school to get the right knowledge to do everything right, man. But I ain't even been inside the school yet.
Damn right.
So, you know what I mean?
Go ahead.
So, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm gonna let you go ahead. I know you gotta go ahead and continue with class, and I'm gonna come by the school tomorrow, man. As soon as I get a chance, I'm gonna slide by there. I might not be all black, but I'm gonna come by the address I got.
All right. What you should do? Just make sure you stay online after class, man, and I'm gonna get your information, and I'll pass it on to the camp leader or Cap, and you know, get you some answers.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Tawab.
All right.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna piggyback what you were saying about the last article about us being like riding caddies and why they riding caddies being a service, you know what I'm saying, from the curses from Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 7. I have seen service upon horses. You know what I'm saying? The Most High chose us, the blacks and Spanish and Native American Indians, you know what I'm saying, to rule this earth, you know what I'm saying, make sure every nation be in places in righteousness. We got to worry about his slaughter and his punishing going to us. and Prince walking as service. You know what I'm saying? We down here on the low, out there, not the golf course. Tiger Woods, one of the best golf players you have.
Right.
Guess what? He was sleeping with other women. Guess what? Any other nation did they, you know what I'm saying? They became a good, a sports star.
Mm-hmm.
They slept with other women too.
Right.
But they incriminated Tiger Woods like the worst one ever. He ain't beat his wife.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't do none of that stuff.
Right.
He just got caught. You know what I'm saying? He got hit over the head.
Yeah.
He got treated as a servant.
Yeah.
He was the original prince of the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got hit in the head over a golf cart. Colin Kaepernick just took a knee. He ain't saying no race. He just talking about the bad thing the cops were doing to us in America. That was it.
Right.
That's why he took a knee for. Guess what? You know what I'm saying? They banned him for playing sports.
Right. Right. But you know, I don't want what both of them people that you just mentioned got in common. You know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's the lust of a white woman.
That's right.
Ain't nothing gonna never happen good to you if you're a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. If you go get with your oppressor, ain't nothing good gonna happen to you. You know what I'm saying? And that is a commandment. That's why we under these curses. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers out here that they don't even understand it, but they love that white woman though. You know what I'm saying? They love that oppressor woman. Go ahead.
Now I'm gonna go to the next verse. That's why the serpent is the most subtle beast in the field. Because, as long as you know what I'm saying, get into their sports and make sure you work their jobs good enough, stuff like that. Oh, they ought to be loving and kind, but in verse 8, that he that diggeth a pit shall fall into it. God said, and whoso breaketh a hedge, a shepherd shall bite him. It don't matter what you do. You try to do all the good things you do. You try to build a pit without, you try to take a knee or you try to say something about bad injustice. Guess what? That serpent gonna bite you. Mm-hmm. And right. Like Nick Cannon, talking about the Jews were black. Right. Guess what? That serpent bit him. Mm-hmm. They say, yeah, make sure you don't get no job till you apologize. Right. Someone bite your head off. Right. I'm gonna keep on. Go ahead.
No, the water for that. I don't want the water for that. You know what I'm saying? That was a heavy point you're bringing out. You know what I'm saying? If it's not of the Lord, it ain't gonna work out for you.
Right.
I'm sorry. That's what this Bible tells you. If it's not of the Lord, it's not gonna work out for you. I don't care which way you try to slice it. It ain't gonna work out for you until you come into the Isupk under command of Jenny Hanna, and follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? So we can go ahead and get this kingdom back. All right, now this is another one. Cakewalk, man. I've said cakewalk. I can't tell you how many times I used to say cakewalk, man. This ain't nothing. This is a cakewalk. You know what I'm saying? But it has a slavery racial meaning behind it. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody on the conference call say cakewalk in their everyday speech? I say it all the time. Let me in this article, let me give you a definition of the cakewalk or where it originated from. You know what I'm saying? Cakewalk is what we call an easy victory or something that is easily accomplished. The cakewalk originated as a dance performed by enslaved black people on plantations before the Civil War. It was intended to be a mockery of the way white people dance, though plantation owners often interpreted slaves' movements as unskillful attempts to be like them. And let's see. So basically, so what they used to do in the cakewalk, right, is they would the slaves would dance, so they were entertainment. You know what I'm saying? The slaves were entertainment to the slave masters, to the oppressors, right? And whoever was the most entertaining, they got a cake. Now, what does that remind you of in today's time? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sis.
Kind of like the Grammys and Oscars and things like that. The more entertaining we are to them, we get prizes, we get recognition, we get
it was a metaphor thing like birthdays. Like every year you get rewarded something with a cake. Like your birthday, you should get a cake or something like that. It's something like self-worshiping that day.
Yeah, it's you know, they give you an award for being the most entertaining. You know what I'm saying? So like the sister said on the phone, that's like the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you was the most entertaining this year. Look, here you go, this little stupid bald head trophy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth nothing. Or you can relate it to sports. You know what I'm saying? You got LeBron James out there working like crazy to get that cake. You know what I'm saying? Get that big trophy. That's all he wants. That's all life matters to some of these sports players. Is that trophy. You know what I'm saying? They don't help their people out. That's a curse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a curse. You know that all these NBA players, these football players, man, they make millions of dollars, man. Why are people still on the street? Why we don't have no, you know, they'll go to the oppressor's workout venue, but they won't build one out in the neighborhood where they from. They won't do that.
Right.
What they gonna do? The only thing they do is they buy a couple backpacks. You know what I'm saying? Give it to the kids, buy some school supplies. You know, buy them turkey for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Buy the local basketball team a bunch of shoes. But they won't do nothing to help blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we do in the ISUPK. We feed our people, and we teach our people and let them know who they are. You know what I'm saying? If it weren't for the ISUPK, a lot of us wouldn't even be in here. I know I would. So, go ahead.
You know, what you just brought out, you know, it's heavy because it makes me think about, of course, Christians, they're all about doing the good deed. They're all about coming out seasonal. So Christianity is seasonal when it comes to trying to help someone, and it's really for themselves so that they can say they did that good deed. But in the UK, this is seasonal. This is 365, 24/7. It's every day, all day that we're doing this work for our people. So with Christianity, no. It has to be a certain time of the year for them to come out and say, oh, let us give you this. It isn't something where they come out and they give when they don't have.
Right.
We give at all times, even when we don't have it, we give it.
Damn right, I don't want it.
It's heavy what you brought up.
Damn right, I don't want it. And in here, man, you know, we show so much brotherhood and sisterhood, man. You come in here, you need some help. We gonna find a way to help you. We not gonna let your problem, you know, go unanswered. But if you go to that Christian church, man, that pastor, you go to him crying and saying, "Oh, pastor, I need you to help me with this." He gonna put his hand on your shoulder, man. He gonna be like, "Hey, you gotta do something strange for a little piece of change, man." You know what I'm saying? That pastor gonna try to get it up out of you. You know what I'm saying? That pastor, he ain't gonna help you. He gonna refer you to somebody if he ain't trying to. You know what I'm saying? If you're a woman, you know, he gonna try to get in your drawers or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He gonna try to do that. You know, if you're a man, you know, he really gonna look at you bad. He might try to get in your drawers too. You gotta be careful.
Right.
You gotta be careful with these Christian pastors, man. So the next article I'm gonna go into is it's talking about how you know, these companies that we deal with every day, or like these banks, like how they got started, you know, as far as how they had a hand in slavery, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what I got. Okay, yeah. Let me go into this article right here. It's a little it ain't too long, but let me go ahead and get into it. It's how you know, it's how banks had a hand in slavery, and it says to raise money to start future plantation owners turned to capital markets in London, selling debt that was used to purchase boats, goods, and eventually people. It says later in the 19th century, U.S. banks and southern states would sell securities. You know, securities is a financial instrument, typically any financial asset that can be traded. You know what I'm saying? That's a financial security. That helped fund the expansion of slave-run plantations. You know what I'm saying? And to balance the rich, this is crazy right here, y'all. I mean, when I read this, I was like, man. I think obviously Yahweh was bringing it out a couple weeks ago. He was saying like, people think slavery was just, the oppressor got on the land and just started grabbing up black people, and it was just crazy. They was just grabbing people and selling them and grabbing them and selling them. But nah, it was a thought out plan. Like it was a money maker for these oppressors and the people that were selling them stinking Africans. You know what I'm saying? They was getting benefits off of it too. So let me keep reading. To risk the balance that came from forcibly bringing humans, you know what I'm saying, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, from Africa to America, insurance policies were purchased. So they was making money from the front end, the middle end, and the back end. These policies protected against the risk of a boat sinking, you know what I'm saying, and the risk of losing individual slaves once they made it to America. Some of the largest insurance firms in the U.S., New York Life, IAG, and Aetna, sold policies that ensured slave owners would be compensated if the slaves they owned were injured or killed. You know what I'm saying? So you wonder why these slave owners did not give a damn about what happened to us on these boats. You know what I'm saying? They could kill us and still make money off of it. They had insurance on us, man. These insurance companies today, these big insurance companies today, had insurance on the slaves. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give a damn if, the oppressor killed them or they got injured or whatever. They were making money from it. And then when they got over here, they got the free labor out of us too. You know what I'm saying? The white man is the devil. Oppressor's the devil. Salakia. All right. More into this article, the money Southern plantation owners earned couldn't be kept under the mattress, man. They were making that much money. They were making that much money, man. You in the hood, you making a little money. You know what I'm saying? You got your shoebox, you slide it under the bed, put it in the closet. You know what I'm saying? You got money under the mattress. You hear songs about that all the time. You know what I'm saying? These slave owners couldn't even keep the money under the mattress, man. That's how much money they was making. You know what I'm saying? Or loose between floorboards, American banks accepted their deposits and counted enslaved people as assets and assessing a person's wealth. In recent years, U.S. banks have made public apologies for the role they played in slavery. They know what they did. You know what I'm saying? But they sweep it up under the rug. In 2005, J.P. Morgan Chase, currently the biggest bank in the United States, admitted that two of its subsidiaries, Citizen Bank and Canal Bank in Louisiana, accepted enslaved people as collateral for loans. So, if the slave owner go get the loan, he was putting the slave up for collateral. If he couldn't pay it, if he couldn't pay that money, the bank got the slave. What you think they did with the slave? They didn't give him a job. They didn't let him, help with money in the bank. They had a free slave to put to work. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it still resonates today, man. We still got these same banks. Shit, these same banks treat us like slaves today. You know what I'm saying? You mean tell me I go earn my paycheck, put it in your bank, and then you tell me how much I can take out? You know what I'm saying? You get most jobs now. You got to get a straight direct deposit. You ain't gonna get no live check. You got to get a direct deposit to the bank, and then they control your money. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Alwan. You got something?
Yeah, just like you're saying, you got to pay them to hold your money. You got the maintenance fees and stuff like that, the overdraft payment.
Right.
Like, dog, you got to pay them to hold your money.
You got to pay them to hold your money. You know what I'm saying? Even if you get your income tax, where do it go? It got to go to the bank. You know what I'm saying? They're not giving you that money straight out. That money got to go to the bank. And these are the same people. Go ahead.
Man, that's so everyone you just brought out because that just shows you like there is no control. Like there's no control at all. Even when you think you got a big checker, you got the bag. The oppressor still controls the bag. No matter how big the bag is, no matter how little big the bag is, the oppressor controls the bag.
Hey, damn right. Like I'm saying, when I was doing my research, I was like, man, this is crazy, man. Like we cursed, man. We cursed. This is a curse, man. For us to go work hard and we still gotta get every dime we get, we gotta give it to the oppressor anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, and don't let you give it to the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? They gonna find out you got that money, then what? That shit. They gonna lock you up because you ain't paid your taxes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They want some of that money. Go hit some money at the casino right now. You better write it off. They gonna come get you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come get you. So let me get more into this article. Canal Bank in Louisiana accepted enslaved people as collateral for loans. If plantation owners defaulted on loan payments, the bank took ownership of these slaves. Man, J.P. Morgan was not alone. The predecessors that made up Citizen Bank, Bank of America. I mean, I had Bank of America, man. I felt like slave using them, for real. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's two evils in it because Wells Fargo's bank was one of them too. I got Wells Fargo. I got Wells Fargo Bank right now. I'm still a slave to these people. They control my money. They control my money. Ain't nothing I can do. I gotta go to the bank and ask them, can I have my money? I gotta put my card in there. You know what I'm saying? I gotta tap them buttons.
Mm-hmm.
They can say access granted or denied if they want to. I could be somewhere using it and I'm not in a familiar spot. They can be like, oh no, we denied. Now we need to call you and make sure it's you. Oh, you trying to take 1,000 out when you normally be only taking 200? You know what I'm saying? They'll lock your account down just for that. Go ahead, Adon.
Bad part about that, man, you try to go to an ATM, you only get about 100 at a time, about 200 at a time. You try to take 1,000 out, they're gonna charge you like $5 every time you try to get the payment out. Like, now you never had to pay them $20 to the ATM. Right. You gotta pay a machine $20. You get your 1,000 out. You didn't get all your 1,000 out.
That's what I'm saying. But you the one to put the money in there.
Mm-hmm.
And you tell me I can't get my money out?
Mm.
Man, that's a curse, man. That's a curse. We can't get what we work hard for. You know what I'm saying? We're oppressed, but we still cannot get what we work hard for. So Wells Fargo, along with a list of well-known U.S. financial firms that benefited from the slave trade. You know what I'm saying? So that's just heavy, man, just to know that we have no control of nothing. But when you go back to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, you know, 28:1 said, we will be high above all nations if we follow the law, statutes, and commandments. But, you know, we know how that story went. You know, we know how that story plays out. It's playing out today with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you know. We just hard-headed people. You know, we hard-headed. So the Most High, you know, he does what a good father does. You know what I'm saying? He punishes his children. You know what I'm saying? I got a few more articles to bring out. Anybody got any questions? All right. What I want to do before I end the class, what time is it? All right. Go ahead.
If I may, the water real heavy points. You know, Wells Fargo is such devils. You know, my cousin had a lawsuit against him because he won't let him use his money. You know what I mean? And there was a class action lawsuit against them a few years back where they lost because, you know, they for racial practices, right?
Mm-hmm.
So someone told me, if you want to get a loan right now, go to Wells Fargo because their PR is so bad. They've been so racist. Now they're gonna give you a loan just so they don't look so racist. You know? And if I may, with Billie Holiday, I believe it was Hoover, but the U.S. government had a case against her. They didn't want her to release that song because they feared it would be rights. It mean it took huge preparations just to make sure that, you know, things didn't go that way. But, you know, they tried so hard just to stop her. And it's amazing. She was in prison for
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was on drugs and whatnot, if I'm not mistaken. And instead of, giving her the help she needs, with opioids, she was put in prison. That's lucky.
Oh man, damn, that was every point right there. Wow, I didn't know that. Man, hey man, the press is the devil the Bible speak of. I can't say that enough.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna run through this last article real quick. I know it's getting late. It's 9:30. We started a little bit late, but still it was good for us to bring some of these points out. Let our people know that hey, we paying attention. We know our history. We know what's going on around here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think we crazy Negroes standing on the corner yelling at you. You know what I'm saying? But we really do. We do our research. We do our homework, and we definitely study this Bible. I'm gonna go ahead and run through this last article. And it's pretty much just telling you all the companies that had a hand in slavery. So we got Aetna, insured lives of slaves in the 1850s. Bank of America grew in part out of the Bank of Metropolis, which accepted slaves as collateral. Brooks Brothers got started making clothes for slaves. You know what I'm saying? Out there working in the field, they making the clothes for them. Damn. Brown Brothers, Brown University, named for the Brown brothers who gave money to the university. Two were slave traders. Another ran a factory that used slave-grown cotton. University Hall was built in part by slave labor. CSX Corporation. That's the railroad station. I pass by that damn near every day going home. That company. You know what I'm saying? It rented slaves to build railroads. Let's see what else we got. J.P. Morgan Chase made a fortune from the slave trade. Predecessors banks, Citizen Bank, Canal Bank in Louisiana, accepted slaves as collateral, taking possession of 1,200 slaves from owners who defaulted on loans. I mean, we know this is a fabricated number. It was way more than that, but I have to do some more research on that. New York Life insured slaves of its first 1,000 insurance policies. 339 were policies on slaves. Norfolk Southern, the University of Princeton, Harvard, Yale, Penn, Columbia, Rutgers, Brown, Dartmouth, and the University of Delaware all had a hand in slavery. You know what I'm saying? And these are top of the line oppressor schools. You know what I'm saying? If the oppressor go to this school, they definitely gonna have a good career. But it was off the backs of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying?
It's hilarious, man.
Go ahead.
Man, listen, this is a extremely heavy topic. The article you bringing out, man, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It make you understand, the push and why Isupk is so important, man, and why it's so extremely important to get that pass over too. Because what you bringing out about how they still get all these businesses and these banks, you know what I'm saying? That didn't even these banks didn't even have no money before we put our money up.
Damn
and
right.
Then you go look at the brothers that you come cut it, and then you know what I'm saying? You look at the brothers, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's wrong. I get it, you know what I'm saying? So is penance and slavery. When you sell drugs, or they think you're doing some illegal stuff with money or whatever kind of scam you may be doing, they don't just come lock you up and take that money. They take your car, your house, your clothes, everything. In America, they can still keep their business. They can still keep these banks. They can still keep these insurance. Man, the trust man, it is every topic, sir.
Yeah. Damn right. And what's so crazy about that? What you said? They lock you up, right? You know what I'm saying? They lock you up. You spend a few years in jail. You know what I'm saying? They get out. They put you on probation or put you on parole, whatever. They send you back to the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? They don't let you leave the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Then they tell you you can't. Then they tell you, go ahead, Salaki, go ahead.
No, I just said right.
Oh, okay. Then they put you back in the same neighborhood and tell you Now, if we catch you hanging around your old friends, we're gonna lock you up again. You know what I'm saying? But they keep you in the same neighborhood and tell you can't leave. You know what I'm saying? You can't go nowhere to another state and go find another job. Somebody might have another job for you somewhere. But now they can find you back in that same neighborhood, back with your old people, so you can do what? Mess up again and be back in their system, man. That is a curse, man. That's slavery. That's a curse. That's a curse, man. That's heavy what you brought out right there. That's gonna be it. 9:36. I'm gonna go ahead and end the class. If does anybody have any questions? Go ahead. The water, I don't want the water. Okay. Anybody else got any questions or comments? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, real happy, sir. Real happy. Deep topics. Just want to thank the water for the class.
All right. The water yonder bar. All right. If that's it, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, go ahead. I don't want.
Make the water job out.
The water. I don't want the water. The water.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, sis.
The wild class, sir.
The water. All right.
Log out one.
Go ahead.
You know I wasn't gonna leave.
Yeah, I know you're gonna.
That's the
The water. I appreciate it. You know, hopefully more to come. You know, I want to say, man, I'm gonna be down at that Passover. I know all my brothers are gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? This will be my first one. So, you know, y'all gonna have to show me the ropes, show me how it go. But I can't wait. You know, I thank the Most High for the Isupk under Commander Journey Honda. You know, and with that, I'm gonna pass the class off to Precinct Officer, the Posh Kaya.
Okay, so about that. Okay, I got it right now. Copy right here. Okay. Yeah, to all class, you know, like I said myself, so this is Irish Case Curry announcements. Where the Irish Case started out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come to the school, they are limited for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to set themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. My Ishra means 10 in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the church department and teacher. Priest fund. Free offer for priests not mandatory. Whatsoever might like to give. The next Holy Convocation is going to be the Lord 53 Passover. So it's going to be at 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida. Again, it's going to be at 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida. Make sure you have your arrangements. Should be set by now. Remind Akia I walk in to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pad, headband, and scarf. And make sure you Google his address every time you come to the school. Just type in Israelite School University Packard Knowledge here in Georgia. The address is 3353 Glenwood Road, Decatur, Georgia. And again, type in Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge in Georgia. The address is 3353 Glenwood Road, Decatur, Georgia. With that, you'll run curse salute to the teacher. Israel, Mike Sabat, Mike, Rock, Yah Bashim Al Shakatah.
Yah Bashim Al Shakatah.
So that y'all taught me hands down, give one curse salute to the sister online. Israel, Mike Sabat, Mike, Rock, Yah Shema Al Bashim Al Shah. Y'all done taught me hands down, class dismissed.